Boy, I missed kicking. Hong Kong Trip 2023, led by the Kung Fu genius himself, Sifu Alex Richter. This was a spiritual journey through Hong Kong, a 7-day tour with a couple more days after and before of pure enjoyment and fun, except waking up at 4 a.m.
Shit, I was sleeping so profoundly. 4:30 in the morning, time to get to the airport.
I really don't like flying, especially because Madrid to Hong Kong, it's 12 hours stuck in a can like this. I'm glad I watched movies though. One of them was The Covenant, Guy Ritchie movie. I liked it a lot.
With Chanel, what's your name? Chanel?
Chanel, hello.
Like the Chanel number 5, like the perfume?
No.
And Chanel here wants to go to Tomorrowland, right?
Yeah, I really want to go to Tomorrowland.
I'm gonna send this video to your wife. Because I haven't had any decent sleep in the flight. So, but I'm not going anywhere without having some noodles first. Holy crap, this is the Twin Dragons music. This is the Twin Dragons song, Jackie Chan movie. Yeah, it's like Maggie Chun singing, I think.
So just like you saw, I arrived in Hong Kong at 11 a.m. on Saturday, so 2 days before the tour actually started. I can't really sleep on the plane, so I arrived very, very tired. So after those noodles, I just went back to the hotel and got some sleep, some serious 4 or 5 hour sleep. And then I went over to meet the guys. I don't really have footage of this afternoon/evening, but we had some fun in a place called Wan Chai. In Wan Chai, let me give you the lowdown. So pretty much every Hong Kong household has a maid, which either comes from the Philippines or Indonesia. There's about 3 million of these maids in Hong Kong, and they all work very hard during the week. So on Saturday afternoon, they usually are let off by their employers, and on Sunday, it's their day off. So starting afternoon on Saturday and continuing on Sunday, all hell breaks loose around that area. So they go crazy in their one and only week's day off. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So needless to say, we had some fun on Saturday. I mingled with the guys, got to know everybody. And I know you want to see them get crazy, but first, on Sunday, hangover day, we were at the Kung Fu Corner first in Kowloon Park to watch the demos. I told you things got crazy.
Thank you.
Can you put, excuse me, can you put it like this one? If it's not too late? You put it like this?
Too late, Jose.
Do you speak Cantonese?
No, a little bit. My Mandarin is a little rusty. We're kind of in a hurry because we got to go to, what's the name of the station? Jordan Station? Jordan MTR. It's not Subway, it's MTR. Because Seafood Alex is waiting for us in 6 minutes, so we got to have 3 American breakfasts in 3. And I still got to crap. So we go. Should I crap now?
Yeah.
Hurry up. To our American. We got time?
Let's go eat.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So this was a tour organized by Sifu Alex Richter, an expert in Wing Chun Kung Fu. This was his 27th trip to Hong Kong. So he kind of knows the place. Bruce Lee locations, Jackie Chan locations, Grandmaster Ip Man's locations, Kung Fu locations in general, and obviously tourist spots.
Temple Street. Temple Street is a night market, so it's not open right now. So we're gonna go there during the day. I want you to see it because you should come back at nighttime when the night market is open. So when we go there now, it's gonna be quite empty, but I just want you guys to know some of the places you should go back to a little bit later. And so we're gonna go this way here. They have a nice entrance there if you guys wanna take photos in front of it. It's very famous.
Professional cameraman look here.
Stand right.
Have you tasted the coffee? Portuguese coffee is good.
So if you come here at night, it's all market that goes all the way down there. Come here at nighttime, don't buy something, never pay the price they offer. Always offer half, all right? Never pay full price. That building back there is Queen's Elizabeth Hospital, and that's where Bruce Lee died, all right? In case you were wondering. This is actually the temple at the end of Temple Street. In case you're wondering why it's called Temple Street, this is it right here. You can go in, you can take photos, just no flash photography. If you see anyone like praying or doing anything, just keep distance. Don't touch anything. Don't be loud, okay? Just go in there, be respectful. About the Lamting Gym, about that location in Tang's Mansion, is that from 1967 until 1971, that was actually the location of Ip Man School. It was the first location of the Wing Chun Athletic Association. And in 1971, they moved the Wing Chun Athletic Association to Hong Kong. And then when they moved it there, Sifu Lamting took the whole building. So when you train at the Hong Kong headquarters, you are actually training at Ip Man's old school.
You guys remember Bay Logan? I had him on the podcast. He's an author, he's a writer, he's a producer, he's a kung fu movie know-it-all who's been living in Hong Kong since 30 years ago or something. You should definitely check out the podcast I did with him because it's got a lot of great information on Bruce Lee, kung fu movies, etc.
It's just this guy coming out and proving that Chinese were as strong, as heroic, and as brave, and using their national art of kung fu to prove themselves, and they could fight the world champion Chuck Norris in the Coliseum, right?
And his son Ryan, since he's a local, was helping Sifu Alex being one of the guides. So I had to ask him a few questions about his dad.
Tell me, nobody's listening. Are you sick of your dad talking about Jackie Chan?
Yes.
Are you a kung fu movie nerd like your father, or not so much? Oh, okay.
But
I figured
my father is still
like father, unlike son. It's like, okay, dad, shut up with your Steve. He's like Kung Fupedia. right?
No one knows more about Hong Kong cinema than my dad.
Man.
That's a fact.
Does he grab like a kung fu movie encyclopedia when he goes to the bathroom?
No, he is the encyclopedia.
What's your favorite part of Hong Kong? You were telling me earlier. Said you really like the island where the Tian Tam Buddha is, the big Buddha, right?
It's called Lantau Island. You should go to Lantau Island if you're in Hong Kong.
Oh, nice. Because it's got a lot of cool beaches, right?
Yeah.
You said the place is called Tong Fuk?
Tong Fuk.
Yeah, I didn't want to say because it might sound like something else.
Tongfuk.
F-U-K, yeah. Careful with the pronunciation. Fuk. It's not fa, it's fuk. Fuk, right?
Yeah, that was
Fucking amazing.
Very non-exciting 1980s level mall here in Hong Kong. Before the 1980s, this was a typical Hong Kong apartment building. And in the 1950s and 60s, or 1940s and 50s, it was where Bruce Lee grew up. This was the building, the apartment that his father owned. It was only 5 stories back then, and their apartment was on the 5th floor. During the Japanese occupation of Hong Kong, the Japanese really liked Chinese opera, and Bruce Lee's father was a Chinese opera performer. So while the Japanese had occupied Hong Kong, Bruce's father still had a job. He would perform opera for the Japanese troops and earn money. And what his father did is, in post-war Hong Kong, where no one had any money, he had money because he performed for the Japanese. He bought the apartment in that building, and he bought 2 other apartments in Hong Kong when the price was extremely low. And then as Hong Kong's economy started to come back, he was more or less a wealthy landowner, and that's why Bruce Lee grew up as an upper middle class person. That's why even though he lived in Jordan, he often went to fancy private schools up in Kowloon Tong because his father owned some places. And then you can't really see it from here, we'll pass it. There's a yellow building right across the street. That yellow building used to be called the Shamrock Hotel, and that's where the Lee family used to eat all the time. So they used to just go across the street and eat at that restaurant. There's a famous photo of Bruce in a fencing costume in his apartment, and he's in front of the window, and when you look at the photo, you will see that yellow building in the background. So this was quite literally Bruce's street here. I apologize for the rain. I tried to stop it, but I couldn't do anything.
Willow Young's favorite restaurant in Hong Kong, I guess. You know who Bolo Young is? But you're 24. But yeah, tell me 5 movies of Bolo. 10 seconds.
Showdown in Tokyo. No, he wasn't
Down in Tokyo. What? No.
Enter the Dragon.
That's Brandon Lee.
Enter the Dragon. That's one.
That's easy. That's easy.
Can't think of. Oh, Kickboxer.
No, that's Michel Kissy.
Yeah, that's. Shit. Double Impact.
Double Impact. Shanghai Express.
Shoot Fighter.
He's in Millionaires Express for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but in Shoot Fighter.
Shouting out.
Hey, where are you going?
There's a fire!
Oh, it's the neighbors. It's not our business. Just go back to work.
But it's a big fire!
I think that it's in Shoot Fighter that he does the.
Fighter 1 and 2, yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Shingo. Shoot Fighter. Oh yeah.
It's on his.
Brain freeze. Brain freeze. Brain freeze. Later, when Bruce Lee became a movie star, his brother Peter would still practice fencing here. And Bruce would come and watch his brother fence, even when he was like a big movie star. And my late friend, Sifu Chan Chi Man, used to work in that YMCA. And Chan Sifu knew Bruce Lee when he was a Wing Chun student back in the 1950s. And when Chan Sifu was working there, Bruce Lee walked by, and this is when Bruce Lee was very famous, saw Chan Chi Man. He was like, oh, and they remembered each other, right? And then they started talking. And Chan Chi Man told me that he talked with Bruce for almost an hour. All right, and I was thinking, wow, your boss let you talk for an hour while you're working. That's pretty awesome. They talked for about an hour, and he said it was like as if, because it had been 12 or 13 years since they had seen each other. And, you know, they were really catching up. And at some point, Chan Sifu said, Bruce, you know, you're a very famous guy. You must be very busy. I'm sure you have somewhere to go. And he says, yes, I'm going to the Peninsula Hotel to meet Chuck Norris to come up with the choreography for his new movie, Way of the Dragon. And then Chan Sifu said, well, probably, I mean, is Chuck Norris there waiting for you? And Bruce said, yeah, but he can wait. So that meant that Bruce Lee would rather spend time talking to an old Siheng and let Chuck Norris wait. That was the least important thing for him. It was more important for him to catch up with his old Wing Chun classmate, which I always thought was a very, very cool story.
They changed it. It used to be in some other place, right?
That's what it used to be on the ground, I think. Because they originally did it a little bit like the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And now they've redesigned all of this a little bit. You have to imagine that there are two statues here. You have Anita Mui on one side and Bruce Lee on the other side. So she's considered an icon, kind of at the same level of someone like Bruce Lee. She was basically the Madonna of Hong Kong. She was an amazing singer and performer, and then she later became a big movie star. If you've seen Drunken Master 2, she plays Jackie Chan's stepmom in the film. And she was amazing. And unfortunately, in December of 2003, she died of actually preventable ovarian cancer.
Oh man.
She didn't want to get the surgery because she didn't want to lose the chance to have kids. And because she didn't get the surgery, she died actually quite rapidly afterwards. Very unfortunate. And she died in the same year as Leslie Cheung. Leslie Cheung was also another famous singer who became an actor, and the two of them were very close. And it was very it was a kind of a crazy story because a famous Chinese fortune teller at the beginning of 2003 said that two famous icons would die that year. And on April 1st, everyone thought it was an April Fool's joke, Leslie Cheung jumped off of the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. And December of the same year, another big star, Anita Mui, passed away too in the same year, which was really crazy. And that's why they say there's a curse of threes in terms of the deaths. Hong Kong say that 73, Bruce Lee died. 83, Fushang. 93 was someone else. 2003, these two. Now 2023, Coco Lee just died. So the Chinese feel that on the third year of every decade, but it's yes, but it's actually not true. It's just selection bias. All right.
How many times did they change the statue's location?
Three times.
Yeah.
It used to be here, and then they moved it there while they were
construction. Yeah.
When they put it back, they put them in water. He used to not be on water. He used to be on stone.
I actually prefer this. I think it's cooler. What do you think? Happy water. Yeah?
It is the right lead. This one is actually correct. The one at the museum in Shenzhen is wrong. He's kicking with the left side. This one is more accurate.
Oh, you noticed that too, you naughty boy.
I am the Kung Fu genius. Cao chi te sa pa sam chao 来从激发的个飘，蓝心风挥挥把激战，得啥把三朝，得啥把三朝，头三朝，头三朝，来狂风心潮。
This is like a nerd fest. Nerd fest 2023. This is worse than COVID, man. No, I'm kidding.
It was for a while.
See, Besamchi, like on you. See? Don't you?
For a while, it was the official theme of the police in Hong Kong for recruiting videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not joking.
Come be Jackie. And then they find out, they get so frustrated like 5 years afterwards. Why am I at a death job?
Yeah, it's an awesome theme.
Why am I doing parking tickets?
Whenever
I thought I was going to be
feel
Jackie.
pumped up, I listen to Police Story theme, and the second one is also pretty good.
Yeah.
He also sings it.
Oh, I love it.
So hey, the jump.
I give you the jump. Jose, you're first?
My first jump?
No, you're first.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, fuck. Holy fuck. Oh shit. Holy crap. I was scared of dropping the camera. Oh shit. Andrew, drop your camera just to get a feel of what Jackie went through.
This camera?
No. What? I'm de-stressing. One thing that I love about Bruce Lee and people sometimes don't realize is how far and beyond he was even in terms of marketing skills. He was always taking pictures. Every once in a while you find new Bruce Lee pictures that you thought you had seen them all, and then it's like, new rare pictures of Bruce Lee, and you click it, and it's new rare pictures of Bruce Lee. Anyways, one of the most famous photo shoots that he did with a suit and tie was in a parking lot in the Harbor City shopping mall. It's now a shopping mall. I think it was too before. I'm not sure. But this is the last juiciness that I'm going to give you for this episode, so stay tuned for volume 2.
And then you see the side with there. Bruce is actually hiding this building here in the back. So he's standing right here. So this is the spot right here.
Oh, wow.
So if you guys want to take a Bruce Lee photo, stand like this. And make sure that the photographer uses you to cover the star house, but you can still see that building right there.
Wow.
Deixa eu tapar.
Daquela caixa ali atrás dele.
Será aqui. Está a gravar vídeo?
Foda-se, caralho.
Então, mas não sabes gravar depois? Sim, hoje. Queres chamar no deslize?
Está tudo melhor.
Ah! Yes, yep.
The harbor. Perfect. This is it.
You guys know we're gonna go to Grandmaster Yip Man's grave. We're gonna go to the Fung Sinin Gun Temple where Alexander Fusheng has his altar there. We're gonna have dim sum, and then we're gonna do Kung Fu training tomorrow with Maxifu. So tomorrow's a big Kung Fu day. So super excited about that. And again, we'll meet at 6 o'clock at the Jordan MTR. And you guys are now free to go take a break. Go get food, drink, whatever, relax, go back to your hotel, take the 3rd shower of the day, whatever you want to do. And if you guys need anything, send me a WhatsApp. All right?
Thank you, super.
All right, guys.
Yo.